Welcome to my channel, Sheepstick Gaming. I'm JWW1515. I can't change that name, so sorry. Today I'm starting a new series. So today I'm starting a review of Monster Hunter World. I'm really excited about it, so woohoo! My point of this is that I've seen a lot of reviews for different games. They talk about the graphics, the gameplay, all that kind of stuff. But I'm seeing very few reviews about is it family friendly? Are games family friendly? And in a world it's kind of hard to gauge. Each family is different. Each child is different. So it's hard to gauge what is appropriate for your child. So I'm doing a review of Monster Hunter World, a brand new release. I think it released last week. With school going, it's hard. All these days meld together, so it's hard to tell for me. But I have sunk a lot of time into this game. It is an amazing game. But I'm going to try not to let my bias get in the way of this game, so we're going to review it in depth to see if it's appropriate for a child. First off the bat, you really can't tell with that funky armor he's wearing. That is a Palico, a cat, in case you're new to the Monster Hunter series. Cute as can be. I mean, absolutely adorable. I don't like cats, but I like that cat. So, woo! Yeah, so we're going to dive right in. So apparently I've sunk 33 hours in. So we're going to get right into it. So, first off the bat, the game focuses around hunting monsters. Duh. That's the name of the game. Monster Hunter. It is... That's right out of the bat. If your child still has nightmares about, Jurassic Park, then maybe this isn't the game for them. But as opposed to the monsters are not so much scary as they are majestic. They're actually really beautiful. They're really creative. They're cool. They look like dinosaurs in a way. A lot of them look like dinosaurs with some, fantasy elements, like a T-Rex with giant wings. That thing's freaking cool. It's an Ageneth, by the way. But then there are some that are a little creepy, like reddish, devilish lizard dogs that are huge and massive. And in the game, they can be quite frightening because they're tough. They are tough to beat, and they will go crazy and trample you. So the monsters are not so much scary as they are majestic, but at the same time, they can be quite scary. And the whole hunting thing can be an issue for some people. Let me get this out of the way, though. As opposed to blood and gore in the game, there is none. This game is very toned down in the violence department. I mean, you don't fight other players. You don't fight anybody. You fight monsters. You fight monsters with fellow teammates. This game is about hunting. So it is very toned down in the violence department. Wrong way, me. But... again, it's still, you're using weapons to fight monsters. You're using bows, like I'm using a bow right now. You use guns. You use all kinds of tools to hunt these monsters. You don't even have to kill them. That's another big thing. If you don't like the idea of killing a monster, you capture them. You can capture them, and you actually get bonus points for capturing them. So it's actually better to capture them. So, in fact, the reason I'm coming up here is there's a little pavilion. And we're going to take a look at one of the monsters I recently caught. I think I passed him up. There's a little area where you can see the monster that you recently caught. I can't remember exactly where, but he's around here somewhere. Never fear, we will find him, I promise. But, yeah, this game is toned down in the violence department. I covered that. Monsters can be a little terrifying, yada, yada, yada. We already talked about all that. So here's where the big thing comes in. The game mechanics. Now, this is where I think it's not wise for a younger person to play this game. I mean, if a kid is pretty talented at games, then he will feel right at home. But I'm going to compare it. A lot of people are going to hate me for doing this, but a lot of people will also understand this better. But if you've ever played the game Dark Souls, or preferably Dark Souls 3, you will know what this game feels like at times. There is a lot of dodging. I'll show you guys some gameplay later. You know what? I'm just gonna make my way out. I can't remember where my monster is, where I caught him. I caught a big old monster last, so we'll look at him later. But yeah, this game, this is where the I raised the age limit a little bit. The difficulty is probably the hardest pressed issue in this game. This game can be really difficult at times. Really difficult. So it's wise to play online with friends. It's easy to find friends. I've met some really great guys who play this game through a Facebook group, nonetheless. This game is definitely aimed to be a multiplayer game. You can play it solo. You can play it offline. So don't think you have to pay for PSN or PS Plus, I'm sorry, and play online. I recommend playing online because some of these monsters you're gonna need a hand with because they are hard. But this game can be completed solo and offline nonetheless. That's another little cool feature on a side note, is that online features. This game, I will explain it in the story. I was hunting a big dragon monster with 3 buddies of mine. We were doing great on the hunt. But then Monster Hunter World, I guess the servers went down for a second, and we got kicked. And when I say kicked, I mean we lost connection to the internet and we couldn't fight together. The problem is that we didn't even realize we had been separated. The battle continued. We kept fighting. The game seamlessly went from online mode to offline mode without so much as a hiccup. We didn't lag out or anything. It just kept going, but our friends disappeared. The fight continued. The only bad part about that one was that the fact that we were hunting a massive monster that none of us were prepared to fight alone. So we all found ourselves fighting a giant dragon called a Rathalos and an Anjanath alone without our teammates. So that was it's a cool issue. At the same time, it was a little disappointing and a little scary at the same time. But I liked how I was not kicked from the game and had to start all over. Also, a little heads up, you do need to save this game. This game doesn't really have an autosave feature. You need to save this game constantly, and I need to get out of this little lady's way there. So yeah, that is the online features right there. You can play offline if you so choose to. Alright, atmosphere. Alright, if you can hear the music in this game, the music sets a very mellow tone right now. It is a upbeat tone. This game focuses around a more upbeat exploration, mesmerizing, and majestic feel. The music sets an atmosphere that's not scary in the least, at least not right now. When you're fighting a monster, it's not very scary. It becomes very action-packed, like really cool. It makes you feel like, yeah, I can do this. Not like the, oh no, you're gonna die, like Dark Souls, for example. By the way, I am not endorsing Dark Souls for anybody. I don't think a kid should play that one unless they can handle really scary monsters. And that poor cat's about to fall into the pot over there. Whew, he didn't fall. But yeah, this game is nothing like Dark Souls except for the gameplay. It is very difficult, but the atmosphere is very friendly. Right off the bat, the theme sets it that this is a fun and open world. It is plenty fun. In fact, before I go out on expedition, I'm just going to show you guys what this game feels like right here. This is the theme of the game. These guys are feeding me, and for some reason, my character can eat all this. I don't know. If you can't tell, it's a very lighthearted feel. Very humorous. Very much aimed for new people to this game. Monster Hunter has been around for a long time, but this game, Monster Hunter World, is aimed to be to new people. It's aimed to bring in new people to the series, as well as welcoming the veterans of Monster Hunter. This is my first Monster Hunter game, and I felt really welcome, and I just wanted to dive right into the lore and everything. But I didn't need to dive into the lore, because you don't really need to, because they kind of do a good job of explaining it. But if you want to go in more depth, yeah, go ahead and read a book or something about it, because there's a lot of stuff about it. We're going to go into the ancient forest. Oh, look, there's a Tobigarachi in there. Ooh, might have to hunt that. We're going to go on the hunt. But again, There's my little palico hanging on for dear life. It's a very humorous setting. Even in some of the most intense moments, they make it very lighthearted. They throw in a little comic relief to make it not so intense. There's one scene where it really makes you think like, oh no, one of the main characters died. And then she comes up, she survives. And you're like, whew. But they do it in a good way. It's not like kind of cheesy. It is a good way. Again, this game is, they pretty much designed it to where it'll attract young fans, new fans, old fans, veteran fans, adults, the elderly. This game can attract to anybody. It is welcoming to anybody in this game. Alright, so once this menu goes away, I will show you what exactly it's like to be on the hunt. Again, this game is difficult. I will not lie. This game has some difficulty. At first, a lot of the weapons will feel clunky. They will feel slow. They will feel really, really hard to handle. There are some weapons that the word is just clunky. You can't move around with them. What's my palico doing? I don't know. But yeah, there are some weapons that are just absolutely clunky at first. And this is a second thing about this game. Oh, there's a Tobi-Kadachi in the... Oh, great. You guys get to see me hunt a Tobi-Kadachi. Nice. I needed one of those. But yeah, this game, I also need to explain, this game does not hold your hand. You pretty much have to learn yourself. So, the green are these things called scout flies. They help guide you to clues and hints about the creatures that you're hunting. Alright, so if you are on the hunt, if you look around, you can kind of see them without the help of the scout flies, but the scout flies make it so much easier. Like, see, the footprint is still there. So we're gonna go over here. We're on the hunt of a Tobi-Kadachi, and I think it's nearby. I thought I could hear it. There's a gas cloud. Whoops. Oh, sorry, buddy. I think I did that. But yeah, this is the map. The game is completely open world. There's a lot of open world feel. Whoa, there are 4 monsters here. I've never seen 4 monsters in a single area before. That's kind of intimidating. Oh boy. Alright, so here's the thing. You first have to hunt your monster. You have to find your prey, which can be kind of fun in itself. Just wandering around, running around, and searching for your prey. It is pretty fun doing this too, because running around is really easy. It's seamless. It isn't clunky at all. You do have to watch your stamina when you're fighting a monster, though. Leveling up in this game, you don't actually level up. You get ranked up depending on your monster class or what monsters you've hunted and how far you are in the story, that kind of stuff. But as for leveling up, you don't actually level up. You level up your gear, and that's really what defines you. You can level up all your gear. Boy, trying to find the tracks. There it is. Hello there, my friend. Alright, I gotta find the next footprint. I think he's this way. My guess is he's this way, based on the footprints. But, yeah, this game does not really define you as leveling up, grinding. Oh, Puke. I don't want to hunt a Puke. But, yeah, this game does not revolve around leveling up your character so much as leveling up your gear, getting better gear to hunt stronger monsters. That's the name of the game, is you get better gear to hunt stronger monsters, to hunt bigger prey, to go farther in the story, and all that kind of stuff. No, I don't want that. Actually, I do want that. I do want a parachute. Alright, we're gonna get rid of you. Forgive me. I feel very clunky right now. And now I'm lost in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle! Alright, let's see if I have enough to track him. Puke. There he is. Tobi-Kadachi. Alright, Tobi-Kadachi's a fun one to hunt. So we're going to hunt this guy. He's very rare. He's an exotic one. My bow is actually made of Tobikadachi. That's something that may find a little strange, is that this game, again, you're hunting monsters, and you use their parts, like bones and feathers and all that kind of stuff, to create weapons and stuff. Now, before anybody gets like, I'm not sure what I think about that, about monsters using their parts for stuff like that. But here's the thing about it, is that in the lore I read up that the point of them hunting monsters is to keep balance. The hunters are not just hunting for the sake of, you know, killing monsters because they just want to kill monsters. The point of it is that they're maintaining a balance. These monsters can be dangerous. And they're not just killing just for the sake of killing. No, they're killing for survival, using parts. And there he is. I mean, what did I tell you? Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful creature? Alright, hello, buddy. Alright, so here comes the fun part. And he's going to roar to announce that he found me. Now, he's electric, so I'm probably going to be pretty weak against him. Oh, he hit me. Now, I'm pretty strong against lightning, so I don't really have to worry. Oh, he got me again. So, yeah, this is Monster Hunter. This is what it's like on the hunt. So, as you can tell, there's no blood, no gore. Oi! And my favorite weapon is the bow. Alright, I need paralysis. I'm going to paralyze him. Oh, he did not like me paralyzing him. I don't think he's very susceptible to paralyzing. Probably not because he's electric. But yeah, as you can see, the gameplay revolves around a lot of dodging. At least my gameplay. It depends on your weapon. If you have a shield, you can block more, but I'm a archer, so I like using the bow. Oh! Which also relies a lot on keeping an eye on your stamina. Alright, he is stunned. I'm going to fire a piercing shot. Dragon. Woo! Hit him again. Alright, hit him with the stones. It's also very team-based. You can use a lot of team-based gameplay in this game. Each character using a different style really helps. Like, one can be the tank and take more damage or block more damage. One can act as a healer. I have more of a healer role as well because I can place healing fields down. You can really customize your character to fit whatever you want to do in this game. Play a healer, heal yourself, deal more damage, take more damage, whatever. It really just depends. And there's no, like, real class in it. So you can wear whatever armor you want. You can have max armor stats and be an archer and still maintain the same amount of mobility as an archer. So again, this game doesn't require you to level up a class. It's all about your weapon. That's what defines your character. Okay, so this guy's not happy with me. I'm gonna have to finish him off because I do not have the required materials to capture him. But yeah, so you can capture him. You can place traps around. You can lure creatures into traps. You can put them to sleep. You can do a lot of stuff. I'm gonna keep dodging. And my little palico is really useful. He's really awesome. And he's taking the... This creature does not like him. Oh! I ran out of stamina. Actually, I think I dodged it. I was able to get out of the way. Sometimes it's hard to tell if I'm able to dodge it. Alright, so... that's my review so far of Monster Hunter. The game is great. Gameplay can be really difficult. This creature is actually really easy to fight. He doesn't deal a lot of damage. Ow. Doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, as you can tell. But he is quick and mean. Why? This game is hard. this game is definitely aimed towards people that are new to the series. It welcomes people, definitely. And I am stunned. He stunned me. He's standing right inside my healing field. Woo! Alright, now we're gonna get into the gameplay. I've talked a little bit about the gameplay. It's clunky at times. It really feels clunky at times. It really feels clunky at times. But each weapon has their own perks, so you can learn how to fight monsters better. You can learn how to use different gear better. They all have different combos. They all have different strengths. So learning how to use them properly will make life so much easier for you. Oh, there's a Puke up ahead. Having a fight with my target. Alright, this is what's called a turf war. We're about to have a turf war here where these two guys are about to have a fight. The Puke and this Tobi Kadachi are having a fight. So if I just hang back, they'll fight each other. Unless they come for me. No, the Tobi Kadachi is hurt. Oh, I hit the Puke. I made him mad. Oh, let's see who wins this one. My money's on the Tobi Kadachi winning this one. But yeah, turf wars break out. Holy mackerel! Now the Agenat's here. That's an Agenat. I'm just gonna let them fight. They don't see me. Actually, they do, but oh, the Tobi Kadachi's hurt. Turf war. Yeah, this is as violent as the game gets right here. As you can tell, it gets pretty rough right here. The Agenat is going to win this one. The Agenat's the king right here. The Agenat won. The only thing that can beat an Agenat really is the big guy, the Rathalos or the Rathians, the dragons. They're the king and queen of this land. Alright, so my prey ran this way. I'm trying to escape the Agenat because the Agenat sees me. Alright, so my target has gone this way, I'm pretty sure. There he is. He's hurt. He's weak. So I need to put him out of his misery now. So the Agenat did a number on him. The Agenat might follow, in all honesty. Well, yeah, probably the most gruesome part. Alright, here comes the blood and gore part of it. You can sever tails and stuff. There's not like a whole lot of blood. I almost forgot about this. But it can seem a little gruesome, you know, seeing a tail being severed. That does get a little gruesome. Also, the Vale is a land underground, and it's where things come to die. It is a graveyard. It is the final zone in this game, and it is a little gruesome because you're seeing a lot of death there. So it is kind of hard to see the Vale. So again, it really depends on your preference for a child or what the child can handle. Alright, as you can see, I just broke a part of the Tobi Kadachi. I'm injuring him, which makes him weaker. Which means he's probably not going to last much longer. He might just get angry though. Alright, so gameplay mechanics, again, they're very clunky. My favorite weapon is the bow, because I can be quick, I still can take damage, hoo-yah! And I am a medium-range fighter. The bow, you'd think, like in most games, the bow would be, you know, like sniper class in this game. No, there's another sniper class game. Sniper class in this game. The bow is, like a bow should be, a medium-range weapon. It is not meant for close-range combat. Oh, I took a hit, and he knocked down a tree. He is angry now. But, yeah. Yes, the land is destructible, so you have to be careful of that. Alright, I'm going to place down my health booster again. Oh, wrong timing me. Alright. That was bad timing on my part. I'm getting attacked by this little birdie here, too. Oh, he got me. I'm not doing very good this fight. Oh, he's pounced on me repeatedly. He does not want me getting away. This is when he's angry. Alright, he's probably going to run off now. Alright, let's go. He's off to his home, probably. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted by the actual hunt here. I'm getting absolutely distracted by the majority of the hunt. Because I'm trying to get this guy down. And I will get him. And I can't really focus on more than one thing at a time. Ah! Problems of having such a slow brain. Blue mushroom. Yay. Alright, he is running a ways away, that's for sure. Alright, now here's another thing. When you're on an expedition, like what I'm doing right now, monsters can flee. They will flee the locale after a certain amount of time. Oh, he's in his nest. Oh, mommy. And they do have nests, so that's kind of a fun little feature. This guy likes to jump. Oh, I broke apart. Time to hit him hard. Breaking parts gets you better loot. So basically, it really revolves around just hitting them in one spot more than once, basically. So even if I don't manage to kill him, I will get rewards from this hunt. Just not as many as I would from killing him. Alright, so the bow class, as I was saying earlier, is a very mobile class. The only problem is that it requires a lot of stamina. You require stamina to use your bow, you require stamina to... Oh, I triggered a trap. Or something. Something got triggered there. It requires stamina to dodge, to use your bow. I'm not doing very good. This guy's too quick for me to use my basic attacks. Jump on the tree again. Alright, launch my rocks. Pull rocks down on him. The rocks will stun him a little bit. Alright. Get ready for him to pounce. Oh, he still managed to hit me. That's just wrong. Now my character's stunned. Hit my face to get him awake. I'm probably not using the best thing against him. Alright, the sun's setting. Oh, he's getting ready to leave again. Leave in the comment section a game you want me to review, if you guys want to. Probably not the best reviewer. This is my first shot at it. Also, what's a bird? Oh, he's limping away. Bug trappers. Oh, they're just doodles. He's limping away. He's near defeat. He is near defeat. He's going to probably nap when we get to his home, if he naps. Is he gonna nap? Yep, he's laying down. Alright, do I have anything that can deal some damage here? Flash pod, hard shell powder. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to do it. This is where you can capture him if you have the right tools to capture him, which I do not, sadly. Oh yeah. I'm not doing really good this. Oh, he didn't like that hit. Oh, good job, Palco. Knocked him down. Oh, another part broken. Probably broke his leg there. Oh, he's up. I got another shot off on him. We're in a really small fighting area. Oh, yep, broke his tail. No, he is slayed. And that is how you hunt. Sad day. Alright, now this part might be a little gruesome. There's no blood, no gore, but I press circle and it appears like I am carving parts out of him. There's no visual. You just see your character acting like he's collecting parts. Again, that might be a little rough for some people. I mean, it does seem a little gruesome, but that's part of hunting, is you collect your portion. You don't just hunt it and claim a prize like, haha, look, I have his head. I did this for sport. No. You do this to collect parts, resources to survive, to thin the monsters out so that way you're safe here. Yes, this game actually has a purpose to it. You're hunting for a purpose. In fact, the whole storyline has a purpose to it. And I like how they explain the hunt in this game. I like how they explain why you're hunting and the purpose behind it. They do a good job of explaining that and explaining the balance between hunting for survival and hunting for the pure sport of it. And they explain which one we should be aiming for. So that's a hunt. I thank you for joining my live broadcast here and my review of Monster Hunter. I cannot rate this game high enough. I love this game. It is fun. It is absolutely a blast. There's no sexuality. There is some language. That's the other thing I forgot. There is a few swear words in it. Nothing bad. Well, all swear words are bad in my opinion, but there's nothing like, they don't drop any F-bombs. I think they say the D word a couple times, and I think they make a reference to hell a couple times. But that's it. That is literally it. Another thing, though, is that there's a lot of drinking in this game. But drinking in they make it a funny way. Your character can get drunk, but it won't last for very long. It'll just make your character... They make fun of it. They make it funny, which I don't know how you feel about that. For me, it makes it kind of a comic relief. I don't really approve of it. But a good thing is that they do make it to where drinking, you can just drink you can have characters, your friends and allies, sit around a table and have a toast, but they can also act completely drunk. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know how you feel about that, but for me, I don't think there's too much harm in it. You don't even have to partake in that. The drinking doesn't really have to even apply. You can drink in this game if you want, drink alcohol. You don't if you don't want to. You can just avoid it. You can just stay away from it. It's not a vital part of the game. All right, so thank you for enjoying. I don't know if you enjoyed that. Please give me a like if you did enjoy it, or a dislike if you thought I was a blundering idiot. Comment a game you might want me to review, or your thoughts on Monster Hunter World. I, again, cannot express my love for this game enough. It is a blast. It is difficult. It gives a good amount of challenge. It is not easy. There's no hand-holding. You have to learn how to play this game on your own. You have to learn how to do everything. You have to learn how to track monsters. You'll occasionally get a hint from people. You will occasionally get a hint from the NPCs who will help you. learn something new. But again, really, it's up to you to just learn everything. So the learning curve is really, really, really high. It is sometimes hard to understand what in the world am I supposed to do in this game. But again, thank you for joining us. I hope you pick up Monster World, Hunter World, if you think it's for you. If you think it is, I highly encourage you to play it and tell me what you think about it. But that's all from me, JWW1515 at Sheepstick Gaming. And I will see you guys out there. Have fun gaming.